Yes, it's Friday in the city of Abuja, the 24th day of October 2025. Welcome to Newspaper Review on Citizen 93.7 FM. My name is Lawrence Omoite. And as usual, we will be running through the pages of the papers. Lined up over 10 newspapers lined up for review this morning. And we will run through the headlines, only to come back during the second half of the show for an in-depth analysis on some of the stories. All right, we start off with the Nation newspaper. Kanu sacks 5 SANs orders. That's the headline from the Nation newspaper. That's Nnamdi Kanu, leader of IPOB, who is currently standing trial at the Federal High Court here in Abuja. 960,000 youths to get technical vocational training. PSA promises to probe alleged allegation against AIG, that's the Police Service Commission. And a wave of defections bolsters APC across states. Consensus chair bid. PDP split over ex-minister Turaki. And still staying with the Nation newspaper, Wiki, Africa trapped in poverty paradox. We move on to the Vanguard newspaper now, and integrity of our elections non-negotiable. Amopito INEC chair. That's the new chairman of INEC, Professor Joas Amopito. He resumed yesterday and is saying that integrity of our elections is non-negotiable. Okay. And Jonathan under pressure to drop 2027 presidential ambition. That's coming from PDP. Okay, Kuka under fire over alleged U-turn on religious persecution claims. Customs launches digital vehicle verification system to tackle smuggling. And still staying with Vanguard newspaper, federal government's revenue up 68% to 20.9 trillion naira in 2024. And EFCC recovers 566 billion naira in 2 years. Police arrest man for murder of commercial motorcyclist in Delta. Army naps notorious terror kingpin, 37 orders. And SDP expels national chairman Gabam, youth leader, orders over misconduct. APC to ADC, stop hallucinating about persecution. We do not silence opposition. And PDP regroups in Enugu, vows to win 2027 election. LP crisis, Nenadi Usman demands acting INEC chairman's arrest. Okay. And there's a sad one here. Ghana's former First Lady Nana Konado-Rawlings dies at 76. Nana was the wife of former Ghanaian President Jerry Rawlings. Ensure free, fair, and credible elections, Tinubu task new INEC chairman. And we will have it here, Mupita assumes duty as new INEC chairman. Nnamdi Kanu takes over as his lawyers withdraw from trial. Varsity lecturer killed by hit-and-run driver in Kogi. Police arrest Showore after court appearance for Nnamdi Kanu. All right, we move on to this newspaper. Tinubu to Amupiton, serve with integrity beyond reproach. Anambra poll your test. And Kwankoso is saying 2027 poll will be tough. We are open to alliance with any political party. And UN chiefs seek sustained global support, long-term solutions for Nigeria's IDPs. Federal government urged to make public sector boards transparent, accountable to build citizens' trust. And federal government fixes uniform prices for housing units nationwide. Approves 12.5 million naira for 3-bedroom bungalow. All right, we move on to the Guardian newspaper now, and we start from the Senate moves to address crisis in downstream oil sector. Security firm foils pipeline vandalism attempt in Rivers community. And federal government to reconnect aluminum smelting plant in Akwa Ibom to national grid. Experts seek sustained human capital investment to drive energy independence. Consumers should not be punished for failed USSD transactions. Blame game trails death of pregnant woman, 7 in Ondo truck accident. Police hands 21-year-old who stabbed friend during fight over girlfriend in Ilorin. Police rearrest escaped inmate with stolen ATM cards, phones in Niger. 182 new police constables assume duty in Imo State. PCN seals 498 drug premises in Lagos over illegal operations. And the ex-lawmakers underscores respect for legislative procedures. Federal government fixes uniform prices for housing estates units. A policy harmonization collaboration can bridge healthcare gaps, says Bajabia Miller. And Governor Mba, Adeleke Apani, others emerge winners of Zik Prize Award. Agency seeks inclusion of reproductive health education in curriculum. All right, we move on to the Sun newspaper, and Tinubu gives INEC chair marching orders on Anambra election. Council of President Generals back Governor Mba's move to APC. Traditional medical leadership stunting Africa's development. Okay, transactional medical leadership stunting Africa's leadership development. That's from FCT Minister Nyesom Wike. Terrorism charge, Kano sacks legal team, and police arrest Sowore at Kano's trial. FG fixes October 29 for hearing on police suit against Sowore. All right, we move on to New Telegraph now. Tuga congratulates Tinubu on Nigeria's diplomatic success. Yusuf Tuga is Nigeria's Minister of Foreign Affairs. And NEC okays Tinubu's proposal to revamp security agencies' institutions. Investigation of defected politically exposed persons will continue. It is coming from the EFCC. And lack of political ideology, cause of defection. Governor Sheyi Makinde of Oyo State. And on PDP convention, Northwest reject Turaki as consensus PDP chairmanship candidate. And Lagos Climate Summit to unlock funding for Africa's ocean sustainability. And post-only officers with approved uniform. Name tags at checkpoints. O2 inaugurates Agri College Governing Council. Okay, this seems to be too early. Okay, let's see. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Okay, we lost that. That apparently was a flash. Okay, let's move on. Senate moves to address challenges in downstream oil sector. And still with the National Assembly, reps urge federal government to contain spread of Brule ulcer in Benue. And Olubadan assures of religious tolerance in Ibadan land. All right, we move on to Daily Trust now. Foundation supports fight against cancer in FCT hospitals, donate 39.5 billion naira. Man in court for allegedly stealing, killing goat in Ekiti. Police arrest officer who shot vehicle in viral video. Suspected kidnappers, robbers arrested in Plateau State. All right, we move on to the Punch newspaper. Tinubu to Amupiton. Make 2027 polls transparent, violence-free. And on Anambra poll, INEC team arrives for mock accreditation orders. Mass burial for Niger tanker fire victims. Survivors get 10 million naira support. And NDLEA arrests 3, destroys 127,000 kg hemp in Ekiti. Ethno-religious politics threat to Africa's democratic growth. Falola. And 2027, Jonathan faces mounting pressure to drop presidential bid. And federal government launches nationwide crackdown on oil gold smugglers. And medical tourism spending drops by 52% under Tinubu. That's from the CBN. And reps move to limit president's control over EFCC chair. All right, we move on to the cable newspaper now. Oil revenue fell by 21% below projection in the fourth quarter of 2024, says Budget Office. An SDP expelled ex-national chairman Shehu Gadam, youth leader over financial misconduct. And Professor Odinkalu is saying, I'll be praying for Amupiton. INEC dominated by multiple principalities. Okay? Prof really needs prayers from every Nigerian. And the police is saying Showore was arrested for leading protests to restricted areas. EFCC says 100 billion naira recovered from corruption cases invested in student loan scheme. All right, we'll take a short break now, and when we return, we will look at some of the stories in detail. It's still Newspaper Review on Citizen 93.7 FM Abuja. Please don't go away, the program returns in a moment.
This is our journey. We have had our finest moments. and our darkest hours. Yet we pull ourselves back from the brink every time. We are a resilient people. We are Nigeria. And when we talk, we share our views on Talk Radio 93.7, Citizen FM. A people united will never be defeated.
The issues.
Everybody respected that because it was coming from the president.
Theory behind it, the way the people took the battle in their hands.
Some civil servant retire without a roof over his head.
The cause.
If we cannot trust you, then you cannot take the ticket of this country. Goodwill cannot be divulged from those who cause the crime. Honestly.
The passion.
You must have national spread. So where is it?
Why are you so concerned about that? He said money was.
I never.
No.
The platform is always